tonight we have Ambassador Diamond, Kellie Brown on here with us. Y'all, this woman is so special. I really didn't get to know her very much. I know Sherry Lynn, and that's how I kind of started seeing her post about her, and I saw her ambassador speech. When you go ambassador, you get to give a speech on stage, and you get to hold the microphone for the first time. And I saw her give her speech, and y'all, I cried. It was so amazing. And so I just had to have her on here because she is not only such a powerful story, but she also has had a huge come up so quickly. And now she's at the top of the company and she's doing it again. So I thought it would be so incredible to have her on here with us and just have, I mean, y'all should be so excited and honored to have her on here because she's so special. So Kellie, you should be able to unmute yourself and go ahead and introduce yourself to us and share a little bit about who you are.
Thank you. Hey, y'all. Okay, I'm so excited to be here. And any questions, I'm excited to help answer those too. My hope is that you just hop off tonight feeling confident that you have everything you need to be as successful as you want to be in this business, because there's nothing wrong with you, boo. Okay. So as a kid, okay, I grew up with a single mom. That my end of life testimony is that before my dad passed away, we were like best friends. The Lord redeemed our relationship. My husband and I love him very much, but he passed away of cancer. As a little girl, he was super abusive. So my mom and I were, victims of domestic violence, and we lived in a women and children's shelter in hiding for 2.5 years. And then from there, families can adopt you out of the women and children's shelter to help you reacclimate into like the real world, basically. So we were kind of on lockdown for a while and then kind of made our way out and eventually made it to a trailer park in Oklahoma. And I mean, we couldn't afford $250 a month for rent. I mean, it was like no new clothes, new shoes, Christmas presents. Nope. I mean, rent, utilities, everything. Our people from our church were always coming to bring us money, and I would be the one to answer the door and receive that. And while the Lord always provided, it created a mindset for me that we were poor and that I was poor. And so, growing up, the reason why I'm telling you this is because as you're bringing in distributors into your team, you're dealing with whatever life has happened, whether they've made choices or things have happened to them. This business has a way of shining a light on all the weaknesses, the hurt, the things that you've walked through in life. And unless you're actively being healed of those things and having the Lord work in your life, somehow a light gets shined and you're like, oh, I didn't know I had a poor mindset. Like I didn't know that existed in me, honestly, until after going Ambassador Diamond. But somehow you can't get away, So when I came into this business, I was like, y'all, I wasn't hoping to make no money. I didn't know people made money doing things like this. Okay. I was hoping for $55 a month. That was it for ballet classes for my daughter, because as a kid, I couldn't do ballet. So I told myself someday when I have kids, I don't want to have to say no to everything that their heart desires because I can't afford it, because I can find a way to make it different. But I never hoped to be successful. Okay. And I had a poor mindset. And so in this process, you got to be willing to grow. If you want your business to grow, you have to grow as well. And so that means learning about yourself and making those adjustments along the way. And so here I am 4 years later. My husband is Presidential Diamond and I'm Ambassador Diamond. And I'm like going, I don't know, I came for $55. I don't know how to be a business owner. Like, I don't know how to be successful. I just know how to love people and have fun. And I kind of work in circles like Dory off Finding Nemo. So I would benefit from a beautiful red personality like yours, Cheyenne, because I'm like, squirrel. But I know how to work hard. I know how to have fun. I know how to love people. And you know what? If you're a hot mess express and you're not beautifully organized and you don't know all the information in the compensation plan, that's okay. Nothing wrong with you, boo. You have everything you need. Trust the process because it does work for you.
I love this already. I just know this is going to be so amazing. I'm so excited. But I didn't even know that. Guys, that just kind of shows that there's so many people that are not only your potentials or maybe on your team that you have no idea what their story is like. I mean, there's even things about my story that I haven't shared that people would be like, no way. There's no way. And so I love that you shared that, because maybe you have a story like that too, that you're like, well, I don't want to share that because that makes me different. No, that makes you who you are. And Kellie owns it. And look at what she's created from that. And you can inspire so many people through that. And I know so many moms on here relate to that. You want to give your kids everything. And I know I do one day too. And so I love this. And I noticed I caught out one thing of what you said that I didn't tell you about before, but how did you overcome that mindset? How did you realize, oh, it's my mindset is kind of crappy? Like, how do I overcome that? Like, what was it that made you realize that?
So you asked me two questions. How did I realize, and how did I overcome? I'm still overcoming. It's not gone. That's my honest truth. It's not gone. I keep, even this morning, we had this giant conversation in the kitchen that turned into like 2.5 hours long, me and my husband, because I'm like, he grew up well off. Like, they were kind of richish compared to me. I mean, anything is rich compared to the way I grew up, but you know what I'm saying? But they were like well off, like millionaires. And I was like, can we pay the $250 a month rent? My mom made $8.50 an hour. I was like, gosh, if I could grow up and make $12 an hour, that'd be really good. You know what I mean? I didn't know different than that. So I'm still learning and recognizing it, but the way I didn't know, because, you hear other people in this business that'll be at the top of the company and they're on their dream board is $50,000 a month. Well, guess what? Here's my dream board. You know why it looks like this? Because I didn't show nobody. Because listen, I was so caught in fear, and I was so panicked on the inside with where my business was last fall. I was like, listen, I don't have time for working on dreams and dream boards and showing everybody and telling everybody where I'm going and all this stuff. Y'all, I'm just saying, I don't want to lose everything I work for. That's where I was at last October. I was like, I get it. I'm supposed to be speaking in faith, and I'm supposed to be writing down, I want $50,000 a month and all this stuff, but I didn't. The truth was, I just didn't want to lose what I had. And I was lifetime ranked triple diamond, but my volume was 25,000, the minimum to maintain double. And my husband went from diamond to executive, and he was home full time with me and my 3 girls. We had a surprise third baby. And, yes, I know how it works, but somehow it still happened. I don't know. So we moved from Dallas, back to Nevada, which is where we're from, or my husband is from, not me. I'm from Oklahoma. He's from here, Las Vegas. And he had quit his job, and my paycheck was $3,000. Well, after you pay your tithe, I had enough to cover the mortgage, and that was it. And I was like, okay. That was a come to Jesus moment for me. It was like, my mom always said, you poop or get off the pot. Okay. So it was like, Kellie, you either get on it and you make this thing happen, or you're going to lose what you've got left. You know what I'm saying? And so it was kind of like the way I describe it, a come to Jesus moment. You either make this happen or it's gone. And that was what really made me pack up and start moving on the inside,
So good. And I love it too. Guys, I labeled this Zoom Trust the Process, because this woman is the example of trusting the process. And I love that she referenced that too, because guys, she is about to tell y'all stuff that's going to blow your minds. Okay. Because when I read this, I sent it in my leaders chat and I was like, y'all, you think that you can't do this, and this crazy woman just did something so unthinkable. You can do it. And so I hope that what she says to you shows you that you too can do that. And that you too can have just this overcoming. And I have a really similar story to her, not as much income wise and stuff like that, but I had a, just major story like that, which they know. So I love that they're going to hear from you. So what exactly happened in your business at the end of last year to the beginning of this year?
Okay. So have y'all ever, and maybe, if you're newer, then maybe this hasn't, and maybe this isn't going to be your story. But I went to log into my eSuite. My paycheck was $3,000. And I was like, oh, snap. I'm like, I don't even want to look in my eSuite at what it's telling me. I'm like, okay. So I'm standing in the kitchen with Andrew, my husband. And I'm like, I either have to do something, or he's going to start trying to find a way to make sure that we have enough, whatever, monthly. And so here's exactly what I did. And this is not rocket science. What I want to tell you is there is not one thing that you're missing. Okay. It's all the things. And cause I would listen to Tips from the Top or Show Me the Money. Me and Andrew would be sitting there crying, listening to people's stories going, yes, that's going to be us. Yes. For years we were listening to these. Okay. And I was like going, okay, there are some aha moments, right? That you hear in people's stories. That's why it's important to listen to these trainings and stuff like that. And there'll be things that you'll pick up. I remember the first time I heard Courtney Lavey say, and this was like years ago, or a couple years ago, whatever, that she was messaging 50 to 100 people a day. And I was like, wait a minute. Because I'm over here messaging 25, 30 people a day, right? Going, I'm being consistent. I'm doing my job. And the first time I heard her say that it was 50 to 100 people, I was like, oh, so it's not that I have to do something different. It's that I've got to do more of, okay? It's not something different, but sometimes it is more of, and that's okay. Okay. So there's not one thing that you're going to pick up and go, I don't got no secret scripts. Shoot, half the time my scripts come from somebody else anyhow. We're like stealing everybody's scripts and posts and all that stuff. It's not rockets. I'm like, shoot, you want to know what to say for host to post? I can read you what's in my phone. There's no secrets about that. But the trick is I can't pick up your phone and make you do as many as I did. Right? Okay. So here's what I did. It's dark in here, I know, but this is my office, and I came in here 5:30 every morning. If you're not a morning person, my encouragement and my yellow heart love on you would be, let's do that. Okay? Because if you're staying up late at night, it's not healthy for your body, not healthy for your mind. Just saying. Okay, so 5:30 in the morning, I'm up before my girls. My girls are tiny, but they wake up early. It's like before the sun. Here's all my people. So I come in here 5:30 in the morning, and literally I was let me explain, so full of fear, okay? Because I had a goal, and I was sick of I was triple diamond for 2 years. I got stuck mentally, okay? Life happened on my team. One of my top leaders got cancer. We had people having babies and getting divorced and deaths, and she got cancer and like all these things, right? Like craziness in 2017. So I'm like going, okay, I don't know what to do different or more of. So I'm going to do all the things. So I came in here 5:30 in the morning. I opened my hands and I'm like, Lord, every single morning, 5:30, I'm in here going, Lord, I'm giving you my business, my husband, my kids, everything I have, because ultimately he knows how it plays out. He knows he didn't give us this business to add stress and struggle onto our lives, right? He gave us this business as an opportunity to change our lives. So that means I get to choose stress and struggle or blessing. Either way, God is for you no matter what you've done, no matter what life has happened to you, no matter what decisions you've made. If you're feeling unworthy because you've made poor decisions in life, it doesn't matter what you feel like disqualifies you to be Ambassador Diamond or whatever your ultimate goal would be. There's nothing that disqualifies you except for you, sister. And I'm going to tell you, I did exactly what everybody else was doing. But before October, I wasn't doing what everyone was doing. That's the truth. So I'm getting up. I'm like, okay, I'm committing to 5:30 every single morning. 2 days a week, I come in here at 4:30 in the morning because I'm now on the West Coast and most of my team is Central and East Coast. So 2 days a week, I'm here at 4:30 a.m., which is not easy, okay? It's not easy. I'm not going to lie, but I don't want Zooms happen and I'm not showing up, okay? So I'm in here every morning, giving the Lord everything I have, and I'm saying, please, I need your creativity, okay? I got to start my day before my kids because life happens, kids happen, drama happens on your team if people bring it in, or negative people, whatever. You got to be ahead of the game mentally before the day happens to you. If you're always feeling behind, you've got to start before everything else does. So I'm praying for creativity, and I'm praying the Lord would bring in people into my business that love him and love people and want to work hard with me. Specifically, those 3 things I ask for every morning. Bring people that love you, love people, because I don't want nasty, and bring people that want to work hard with me. And you know what I mean? Pray for teachable people. Now, you've got to be a teacher and actively be helping, but I'm praying for people that want to learn because we got a process. You got a process, and guess what? None of that process is any different now. It's the same process it's always been. was Kellie being consistent, doing all of the things. Okay. Can I tell you what else I wasn't doing? I was not doing self-development. This is kind of, okay, but here's the truth. I'm just going to be honest with you. Here's what I said. How is listening to a book going to put LCs and DTs in my e-suite? I don't got time for that. Now I'm on every single Zoom. Okay. I show up to everything. I don't miss nothing because I can't, you can't lead people if you're not doing what you're saying. So I'm not telling people to do something I'm not doing. But self-development, I wasn't preaching it because I wasn't doing it. Because I was like, how's that going to change my BV? How's that going to change my lifetime rank if I'm listening to books over here? I need to be messaging and talking to people and getting my job done, not listening or reading books. Okay. But I was like, nope. All these successful people, they're getting up 5:30 in the morning. Okay. And they're doing self-development. So I'm getting up 5:30. Check. I'm doing it. Self-development, you're doing that? Okay, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm doing self-development. Guess what else I wasn't doing? Host a post. I wasn't doing host a post either. I was like, I'm over here doing Instagram and I'm messaging people. But how much was I signing? Not very much. Now, I know y'all are like 500 years younger than me. Okay. And y'all are signing if you're signing what you need to sign on Instagram, then sissy, stay there. Okay. I'm not telling you to jump ship, but I wasn't signing what I needed. Okay. And half of it is because Instagram made changes. I didn't keep up with the changes. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do all of the things. So, and I had tried host a post. Guess what I said? Any of y'all said this? Host a post didn't work for me. I'm just telling you, don't do what I did. Okay. So I was like, yeah, host a post, it didn't work for me. I did it. And it didn't. I didn't enroll anything. Okay. But everybody else in the company is getting on Show Me the Monty saying, I signed 150 loyal customers from. I'm like, girl, please, you need to do all the things. So I still do my Instagram. Y'all could go over there and look at it. It ain't nothing beautiful like Cheyenne says. Okay. But it's an Instagram. And I'm doing my stories because everybody's doing stories. I'm doing stories. I'm like, what are you doing? Okay, I'm doing that too. I'm like, okay, I'm doing Instagram. I'm doing stories. I'm growing my network. I'm coming over to Facebook. I'm growing this network. Why? Because fresh fish jump first. I'm telling you, if your likes and your comments go down, this is for anybody, okay? Your likes and comments go down, your enrollment goes down on your Facebook, you need to grow them fish. Because those fish, when they're brand new, jump in your boat the fastest. If you're waiting around for the same 9 potentials, sissy, you're going to be waiting a long time. You need lots of potentials if you got a big goal. Okay. So I'm doing host a post too. I'm doing self-development. I'm getting up in the morning. I'm doing all the things because I got a big goal. My goal was not Ambassador Diamond. That's my secret. Because I was like, I'm not even triple diamond anymore. I just want to get back to triple. And then I want to try and go presidential if I can. Because I didn't know how this thing played out. But they announced conference tickets. And guess what came with it? Coupon codes. Just like right now, if you don't have your conference ticket, sissy, you want it. Shonda, do not say you are ancient. Stop. You are not ancient. Okay. Yes. Show me the Monty Hunty. So we were sharing coupon codes, slanging them like hot cakes. I'm like, you need a coupon code? You got it. You need a coupon code? You got it. And I was building it. And we were going from executive. Okay. And I needed that account to be triple diamond, but I wasn't triple diamond myself. Please hear my heart. If you have said this yourself, okay. I'm not even maintaining where I was. How do you expect me to build somebody else when I'm not even where I used to be? Come on. Somebody has to feel that way. I was like, I'm not even maintaining triple diamond. How am I supposed to build my triple diamond? He ain't even working it. No, I'm working it for him. How am I supposed to? But you know what I had to do? And here's exactly what made the biggest difference. I got a couple things I'll tell you made a big difference. Okay. But this is one of them. One of them is I did self-development from 5:30 to 6:30 in the morning. Okay. And that means heart and mind self-development, not business. That's what I'm telling you. I listened to Stephen Furtick. I listened to Pastor Robert Morris from Gateway Church in Texas. I read my Draw the Circle book, wherever the heck that is. Mark Batterson. I'm sure y'all have seen or heard of this before. I read my Jesus Calling, something, one of these things. My heart and my mind have to be healthy before I can work on tasks, tips, because half the stuff I'm going to listen to on business videos on YouTube Everybody's doing the same thing. They're just saying it a little different. But if my heart and my mind are not in the right place, more tasks and tips ain't going to help nobody. Come on. Okay, so from 5:30 to 6:30 was my self-development. Guess what? Kellie Brown's got issues. The Lord has done a major work, right? We were in full-time ministry before this business. The Lord has done a major work in my life, okay? I'm going to say. He's provided. He's done a great thing, okay? But guess what? Kellie Brown still got issues. And so does everybody else. We ain't scared to say that. Raise your hand if you got some issues. That's okay. I got issues. But guess what? You can't self-develop all of those away all day long, or you get nothing done. So from 5:30 to 6:30, I'm doing my self-development. At 6:30, I turn off my thoughts. I pick up my phone and I get to work. And when I start to feel fear or panic or anxiety or worry or doubt rise up, I would physically get up in my house and move to another room. I would go outside. I would stop and be creative, or I'd put my phone down, do something else, and come back. I mean, I was like so panicked. Okay. What if I lose everything? What about my leaders? Here's what happened. I was turning to my leaders who had been here with me for like 3 or 4 years. These guys, they're hardworking. They're loyal. They're my friends. I mean, we met through the business, most of them, but like we've become very close, right? But these poor guys, I would turn to them and go, okay, are you guys excited? Are you ready to do this? And they're like, I don't have anybody. I'm maintaining Ruby. Everything fell apart. What are we going to do? I don't know. And guess what I would do? I would go, shoot, I must suck as a leader. Ooh, sorry. I must stink as a leader. I must be like, if any kids are listening, sorry. My mommy doesn't allow me to say suck. She didn't. I couldn't say suck, shut up, stupid, any of those things. Okay. Those are our S words. Okay. So, but I would turn to them and I'd be like, come on, you guys. And they were like, we don't know what else to do. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know what should tell me what to do different, because we've been doing the same. Okay. And I was like going, dang, what's wrong with me? If they're down, like, how am I going to do this? Okay. I was getting in the boat with them. Okay. And what Pam Souter said to me was, you have to come up to a new level and require that everyone rise to where you're at. So I started going live on my team page. And I was like, okay, I'm choosing to be excited. I'm choosing to look at my E-suite, look at my current rank, and that's not defining me. I'm not scared of it. We're just going to fix it, and we're going to fix it real fast. And I want to know who's coming with me. Okay. And they're like, how are we going to do it? What are we going to do? How? Nope. We're not going to worry about the how. You know why? The how is the same how you got to where you're sitting right now. If you are Ruby, that means you know how to enroll loyal customers and distributors. How did you do that? That's how you go ambassador. You need to do more of that. Okay. But what you might not have done yet is turn off your thoughts. The Bible says, take every thought captive. Every thought that comes in that is not serving your goal, that is not serving where you want to go in your business, turn that mug off and then get your keister to work. Does that make sense? If your thoughts are not serving your goal, then they do not need to be thought. Stick them in the toilet where everything else goes that you don't need, and flush those mugs. And then pick up your phone and you get to work and you trust the process and do more of it. It's all of the things is your answer. All of it. Not one secret. There's not a secret. Don't look for the secret. I kept going, how? I wish somebody would just tell me how and I would do it. If somebody would just tell me what to do, I would do it. I'm not scared of the work. I'm telling you, you know the how. You already know the how. It's to what you're thinking. What you think you can, you can. What you think you can't, you can't. That's the truth. So I got on there and I said, who's coming with me? Okay. And then what I did, let me show you this as well. This is valuable. I am not organized in the least. I have like 10 notebooks sitting around here. I'm like double book myself all the time. Forget things all the time. I work in circles. If somebody just keep me pointed in the right direction, I probably would have been ambassador a long time ago. Okay. But that's okay. Strengths and weaknesses, boo. We're not scared of it, right? So Kendra, I'm telling you, sis, it's kind of bad. So you see, look, Andrew bought me a neon green notebook. Is he cute? He's like, babe, I bought it for you because it works colors. I was like, thanks. That's cute, right? Is it cute? Come on, it's cute. It's neon green. I'm like, thanks. He's like, you won't ever lose it, and it works colors. I was like, thanks. Okay, so I know you can't read this because obviously it's not clear, but you can kind of see there's a name for every line. That's what's on here, okay? And what I did was I took a look at my chart, okay? And sure, it had a lot of people, but guess what? It had a lot of people not doing nothing. Like Andrew's built probably past triple, and he was maintaining executive. And when I say maintaining executive, I don't mean like 10,000 in volume, but for some reason was still executive. I mean, legit, it was like 800 BV, okay? It was like not cute, okay? And I needed this bun to go all the way to triple diamond just for me to go presidential, okay? So slinging coupon codes, signing people, sign a new distributor, I'll give you a coupon code. Just like right now, I'm giving my new distributors coupon codes from my tickets. I'm like, if I don't have them used, they ain't going to waste. So somebody best to use them on my chart. Okay. So I'll get another ticket. You want a ticket too? I'll buy you one too, sissy. We'll get them coupon codes. We've been slanging them like pizza hotcakes. Okay. How are you going to do this? Now, if you're sitting at executive, let me say, okay, here's the story. The end of the story goes in February, I go presidential. He goes triple diamond. And then again in April, he goes presidential. I go ambassador diamond. So I'm saying to you, if you're sitting at executive right now, which is 2 distributors at 400 BV, you can be presidential diamond or ambassador diamond, whatever you want to be, by the end of the boom season, which is May. There's nothing wrong with you. There's no secret about me. I just got my keister to work and I did this. So this is the list of all the people on my chart that are in leadership spots, okay? Rubies, every ruby on my ambassador chart. Emeralds, diamonds, doubles, triples, all on my list. Why? Nobody slips through the cracks. Nobody left behind. You ever sign distributors and you go, oh shoot, I did this last month, forgot to write everybody down, and then I'm like, oh, there was one more, I can't remember their name. And somehow you turn around and it's been 2 weeks and you're like, where'd so-and-so go? And they're gone and you can't get them back. You message them, they ghost you. You're like, shoot, I let that one. Okay, when you're trying to re-rank and you're trying to promote, nobody slips through the cracks, not one. How do you do that? Well, I'm not going to make an Excel sheet. I don't know how to use Excel. I'm not fancy, all right? But I do got a very cute neon green notebook that I can write everyone's names down in. Oh, it's really funny. And so what I do is okay, now y'all, this is what I do, okay? After I get my kids to school, 9 to about 11:30ish, okay? This is my check-in time. I'm Marco Poloing or whatever you guys do. I think you guys might Voxer or something. I don't know. But whatever y'all do. I use Marco Polo because I can see face to face. Or I use Facebook Messenger. And I'm talking to everybody on this list. Hey, girlfriend, how you doing? Okay, so how's it looking for October? Do you already have your chart and your projected volume? Do you need some help with it? Okay, let's talk about placement for this month. Let's get a game plan. Individually, not in group message. Okay? Group message is for group conversation. Tonight is tips from the top from, tonight is show me the money. Tomorrow morning is power hour. That's group talk, okay? But game plans for your business, that's one-on-one. Does it take time? Yes, but I'm telling you, when every person in promotion spot is connected to you with relationship, friendship, and when every one of them has a clear vision of exactly where to place distributors and loyal customers, they will sign more and do more and produce more because they know exactly what the end result is if they put this here, and this here. Does that make sense? And then when they are signing distributors and they're in their leadership positions, I'm asking them, hey, do you need help with getting some charts for your team this month and projected volume? Okay, let me say this. If you've ever said, okay, this is just in case it's ever happened, that you go, they're a diamond leader. They should be doing their own projected volume. They're a double diamond. They should be doing their own projected volume. Sure. But let me say this. There is not a job in this business that is not your job. So if they're not doing it, don't throw a fit, okay? Don't moan and whine and complain. If you want an Ambassador Diamond paycheck, help everybody make sure they know where they're going, and you need to know where they're going as well. Because sometimes I'll have people come on and they're learning and growing and they're doing their projected volume in their charts, and guess what? It's not right. And they start placing things and we haven't talked about it. I'm not micromanaging. There's no room for error when you have a big goal. Does that make sense? So there's not a job that's not your job. Does that make sense? And if you know where everybody's going, they know where everybody's going, then it's, hey, how's it going with getting this spot? How's it going with building that new ruby? Okay, have you tried placing under this? Okay, let's try stacking right here and see if we can get something to generate here. Then let's try going right here. We're being strategic about placement, and we're being strategic about relationship. Is this manipulation? No. But I know majority things about everybody on this list. Who's having a baby? Who's trying to have a baby? Who's sick? Whose kids are sick? Who's getting a divorce? Whose marriage is on the rocks? Who needs prayer? Who needs encouragement? Okay? Because I'm the one talking to them. And their leaders are talking to them too. So some places there will be leaders talking to people consistently. Awesome. What if this person quits? Does this person have a relationship with you? Because that's going to happen. Can they reach out to you? Do they feel like they can ask you for help, ask you for guidance, that you're going to be in their corner? You want everybody feeling like you're in their corner. Is it a lot of work? Sure. Does it make an impact? 110%. I'm telling you, this matters. People want to know how much you care before they know how much you know. If you're only messaging them about, do you have your projected volume and did you put this here? It won't work. It's got to be, hey, how's it going? Hey, I'm thinking about you this morning. Hey, I love you. I've missed you. Hey, now, do you need help with your charts this month? Do you need help with a game plan? Does that make sense?
So amazing. That was just so much information that I'm just sitting over here like, wow, amazing, love it. How many of y'all got value from that? I want you to drop a 2 because that was so amazing. Just so many aha moments for me and so many things that I'm like, wow, I never thought about that. This is why she's ambassador. But I love that so much. So one thing I wrote down is that I'm a squirrel too. Like I gotta write things down or I would have forgot it. But I noticed that you said like you were not looking for ambassador. You were not looking anywhere beyond where you wanted to be back to because you knew that was comfort. You knew that was bills paid. You knew that was, okay, I'm getting things back. So when was it for you that you realized, okay, this is not just stopping at triple, like heck yes, we're going straight to ambassador. Like what was going through your mind in that?
Okay, I love that. That's a fun, easy answer. Okay, so we're building in the fall, and I had the biggest fall and winter of my entire 4 years this last fall and winter, because what you do in the fall sets you up for a much bigger explosion come January through May. So don't despise the rebuilding or reloading, because you're ensuring a larger return with what you do October, November, December. So we're running and gunning. And we got people in place and they're running and gunning. And here's the thing. I chose to be excited, okay, in October. So as distributors are signing up, they're coming in to an exciting environment. Guess what happens? It caused momentum for them to be excited. They go to their social media, they're excited. Their audience gets excited and jumps on board. And we were signing people like hotcakes everywhere, all because we chose to work from a place of excitement and not fear. Okay. So we're going and we're re-ranking. And then I was like, okay, we're going to make this push and we're going to put the pedal to the metal and make this presidential happen. So February comes, we go to conference, whatever, we come back, boom, we go presidential diamond. I'm like, now what? Because this, again, I'm like in this place of y'all going diamond for me was like, what the heck? I didn't hope for diamond. Like I wasn't hoping for more than $55 a month. I wasn't expecting to be a business owner. I thought businesses like this were hit it and quit it. That's the truth. So every time I was promoting, it was like a whole new thing, right? Well, I was charting volume. So on this list, I have the names of the people. Next to them, I have their volumes. And I check it on the 15th, 24th, 25th. Where do they maintain middle of the month? Where do they maintain before auto ships run? What do they maintain after auto ships run? And then end of month, okay? And I was watching the consistency of growth each month. What this tells me is when I'm looking at these numbers, if their numbers go down, you assume they're discouraged. And then I would reach out to the leader and go, hey, how's so-and-so? Her numbers are down. Is she okay? Oh, shoot, I haven't talked to her in XYZ days. I'm not waiting for nobody. I'm messaging her. Hey, girlfriend, I'm excited for you. I see what you're doing, and I'm excited for this to bless your life and excited to see you go double diamond. You need help with your charts. You need help with planning. Because her numbers go down, I assume, and yes, every single time they're discouraged. So I'm watching these like a hawk. I'm also tracking my own GV. What do I maintain on the 1st and the 3rd of the month? What do I maintain on the 10th of the month? What does Andrew maintain on the 15th of the month? Because he's my biggest leg, and so I'm watching it. So, and I could watch it month over month. And so it's important. You might not even do this right this second. I don't know. You do what you want to do. But what I would say is starting in January, track that volume, boo, for all your leg heads and for yourself, because you'll watch month over month and you'll go, oh. And so come March, I was watching our volume on a continual upswing of 5,000 BV per day. Every single day, another 5,000 every day. And then I watched a couple days and it was only 3,000 BV. And I was like, uh-oh, what contests are we doing? What excitement? What Zoom do we need to do to stir up excitement? And then we get back on track, 5,000 BV every day. And then I was able to calculate, shoot, if we stay on this same track, we're going to come kind of close come April. And all of a sudden I was like, I guess I better run. Do you know what I'm saying? Because after promoting to presidential, I was tired. I was like, shoot, we just ran for the last however many months and I'm tired. My kids are tired. My poor husband, he's tired. He's got the girls at grandma's house right now, just by himself. You know what I mean? He has to take them out of the house because Leo will come in here. She's 2. Anyway, so I did this for myself, not for anybody else but me. I'm telling you, there was a lot of fear for me. Okay. I was like, I was afraid to dream big because what if it didn't happen? Anybody feel that way? I was afraid to put myself out there. What if it didn't happen? I did it for the sake of my team because I was telling them to do it. I'm not going to tell them to do something I'm not going to do. But on the inside, I was like, I don't know that I can even look at this. Like, I'm so full of panic on the inside. That's the truth. Let me tell you what happened. So on the 25th of the month in April, okay, that's the month we promoted. On the 25th, auto ships run. 203,581. You have to be at 250 to promote to ambassador. So I was at 203 after auto ships are all done, and we got 5 days. So 49,000 in volume comes in 5 days. And you know who brought in the largest amounts? The people at the bottom of my list who signed in February, but I stayed close to them and I made sure they had goals. They weren't even on my ambassador chart. They were like levels down, but I personally enrolled. Okay. And I talked to them and I was like, what's your goal? Where are we going? All right, girlfriend, you're going diamond this month. All right, you're going double diamond this month. And I was telling them, okay, what's your goal? I don't know. Okay, let's look at your projected volume. Next, all right, we're going ruby this month. And I was telling everybody on my whole thing, even if they were not in the boxes I needed, because when you got goals, everybody counts. Everybody counts. And the volume that we needed, we got 252,000 in volume. So 2 over the minimum after 5 days. And I was like, till the last minute, I wasn't sure if we were going to promote. Like legit. I mean, like we were freaking out in my house. There was people in my house. I was running across the street to get cards from people. Like we were like, it was not normal promotion for me. I like to plan those things out. You know what I mean? So we were like, who's signing what? And you can't see because the system doesn't update on time, everything. But here's what I'll say. You have big goals And you might not see the clear path to go, I'm confident I'm promoting to this rank this month. But that's okay. Because here's what I would say. That kind of thinking doesn't serve you and serve your goal. So sure, I was scared to say it's for sure happening. Everybody was asking me, is it happening? Is it happening? I don't know. I can't talk about it, is what I would tell them. I don't know. I can't talk about it. And I turn my thoughts off and I go to work. Because if I talk about it, I think about it, I'm going to get caught in, I'm going to start getting in fear. Fear does not sign BB in your E-suite. It does not sign DTs and LCs. I started this business in a place of fear. And guess what? I promoted to Ambassador Diamond with just a little less fear. I'm still a work in progress. But what I can say to you is you don't have to be a certain person for this to work for you. You don't have to be a certain color, personality. You don't have to come from a certain walk of life. I don't got to be beautiful and young like Cheyenne is. I don't got to be, okay, but listen, that's a valid feeling for me. Like I'm over here swimming in diapers and tiny people going, shoot, I can't even think because you guys won't stop talking. And like, okay, you don't have to have kids. You don't got to have a cute dog. You don't got to have a fancy house. You don't got to have a fancy car. You don't have to have experience in doing any of this. You don't even have to believe 110% that you can, because I didn't. That's the truth. I didn't believe. I didn't say I was doing it because I didn't know if I could. But what I did know how to do was work hard, love people, and do the dang tasks. I knew how to trust the process and hustle my hiney and be nice and have fun. And I don't know if it's going to happen, but we're going to keep on going like it is. And guess what? It did. Sure, it only ended 2,000 BV over the goal, but my E-suite still lit up. And so did his. Does that make sense? So here's what I'm saying to you. You don't have to know how it all works out. You don't have to have somebody telling you specifically you're going to send out 100 hosts of posts today and you're going to grow your network 1,000 people today. And because that's what I was looking for. Why is nobody telling me what to do? Because I'm not afraid to work hard if somebody would just tell me what to do. That's how I felt. It's nobody else's job to do that. What your job is to do, work on your mindset in the morning for an hour. Turn off your thinking that doesn't serve you. Pick up your phone, trust the process, and hustle that hiney. Don't leave anyone behind. You can't go ambassador by yourself. But if you love people and bring them into what you're doing, help everyone know what they need, then you enroll to your best ability. I'm not a mass enroller. I'm not a mass anything. I'm just mass at loving people and having fun. And I get lost in circles. All I got to do is pick up my head and go, which direction are we going? Somebody point me in the right direction. Oh, we're still going this way. Let's keep going then, right? When your E-suite turns over, who cares? Because we're doing the same thing tomorrow. If it doesn't light up what you liked it to light up a few days ago, guess what? We're in a new month and we're in a new season. And everything you do every single day in October, every single day in November, and every single day in December decides your January through May. Yeah, you can still promote if you do nothing right now, totally. But what's your goal? Diamond? Double diamond? Can we think bigger than that? Can we think change your life? Can we think completely out of debt? Can you just give yourself a chance? Don't count yourself out. That's what I did. I'm like, who am I? I came here for $55. I didn't come here for a successful business. And now I'm like going, all right, Lord, now what the heck do you want me to do? I don't know, love people, keep going, change more lives. I can sign up for that every day of the week. And so can you. But you can't count yourself out. Listen, put your hand on your heart. You have everything you need. Say that. I have everything I need. You do. There's nothing wrong with you. You don't have to be anybody else. You know what? Your social media wouldn't respond to you if you're being someone else. Don't care how old you are. Don't care what you got and what you don't got. You have everything you need. Okay? But you got to turn off fear so that you can think in a place of creativity, in a place of health. You want to grow a healthy business? Got to be a healthy person. Well, I got a lot of issues. Great. Let's turn off the issues at 6:30. We'll turn them back on. That's what I said to myself. I got to turn off fear, and I'll turn it back on tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. because fear ain't signing nothing. What happens when you're in fear? When you get scared, like I hate spiders. What happens? I can't be creative from that. I can't think. I can't think my way out of anything if I'm caught like this. You've got to open up and go, Lord, I'm freaking out. And guess what? He can appreciate that. If you don't have a relationship with the Lord, totally okay. I'm just telling you, I wouldn't make it without it because I got issues. Okay? My issues are belief and value. That's what I have issues with, right? So I'm like, okay, I can't change everything about me, but what I can do is actively work on it and then get my keister to work. He is for you. God is for you no matter what you've done, okay? But he can't do the work for you. Well, I'm not afraid to work. Well, good, sissy. Work on you. Work on your business. Okay? Separately, but at the same time. Turn off your thoughts. Do the job. Do it as best and fast and hard as you can. Get out of that dang comfort zone because guess what? It's not going to change your life. It does nothing but cause bondage for you. And do all of the things. It's not one. It's all. All. You know why? Because I needed BV from Instagram. I needed BV from host to post. I needed BV from stories. I'm like, Lord, to go from 25,000 to 252,000. Sissy, I was needing Holy Ghost BV coming up in my e-suite. I'm like, I'll take the miracle. I'll take anybody's BV. I'm like, at this point, I'm like, just give me anything because I got big goals. You know what? So should you. Nothing wrong with you. You have everything you need. You got to trust the process and hustle it. Don't skip out on anything. That's what I did.
Wow. I don't think I've ever wanted to cry on a Zoom before. I'm not even kidding. I'm like trying to talk a little bit. You are so amazing. I'm literally trying so hard not to bawl my eyes out. Thank you so much for doing that. I'm so yellow. Hold on.
No, you're okay. You're okay. You know what? Here's the thing. And I just go, yellows, hear my heart. Can I just say something? Yellows, I want you to hear my heart. Anybody yellow on here? Hear my heart. Yellow is not a weakness. Okay? Because my best friend, Stacy, who's also my enroller, has said before, she's yellow. Okay? I'm blue and then yellow. She's yellow and then blue. And she's felt before like that's a weakness. Yellow's not a weakness. Yellow is a gift. You know why? You know how many red personalities I talk to and they have a hard time relating to people. They have a hard time with making people feel like they're their friends, how they talk to people, all those things. Yellow's a gift. The more you pour out your love and encouragement and grace on people, what's the biggest thing we deal with in this business? 80% what? Mental. It's 80% believing, 20% tasking. Anybody can friend request people. It's a pushing a button. You know what I mean? It's not rocket science. We're pushing buttons on our phone. You got an iPhone, you got a finger? Great. You can win at this, okay? But what you're fighting against is what you think. And if you're yellow, your gift is pouring your belief and love on people. If somebody's pouring belief and love on me, Stacy, one of her tasks weekly is she messages me on Tuesdays and says, Kellie, this is your weekly reminder. You can and you will. And when you do, to God be the glory. That's what she messages me every Tuesday. But you know what that does? Sometimes I'm like, oh, okay. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I can. I don't know. Today I'm feeling like I can. That's a gift. You use that to your gift or to your advantage, your business will benefit from that. And sometimes what we hear is get to work, but which is true. We do have to get to work, but when you pour love on people, you get through the barriers of thinking, then they're able to listen better. Sometimes people don't listen just because they need to know that you love them so they can trust you. It's a gift, not a weakness.
I am just so thankful for this Zoom. It's like you get on these Zooms not knowing what you're going to get out of them, and this is literally one of my favorite Zooms ever. And we are so thankful for you doing this. I think every single person on this Zoom, if you didn't shed a tear, I think there's something wrong with you. But I just think that was so amazing, and I think everybody took something from this. So God is using you in so many ways, and I see it, and I'm so thankful you took the time out of your night to do this for us. So to your 2.0, I know you'll be ambassador before we know it. So I cannot wait to watch that happen. And we are just so thankful for you. So everybody say thank you to Kellie. And we will see y'all on the next training. Thank you.
Hey, love y'all. Thanks for being on with me.
Bye.
Have a good night.